day, Edward pulled into Wellswood and was surprised to see Diesel in the siding. "Hello, Diesel. What are you doing here?" "The Fat Controller sent me down here to help out with the extra workload on your branch line." "It is a good thing you're here, Diesel. Boko was helping out on the main line, and I rushed off my wheels, even Derek's for his engine's sake." "Right, I better get to work then." Diesel set to work doing Boko's jobs. Most of the trains are goods, so Diesel doesn't mind it. But however, he kept very quiet as he worked alongside with the other engines, and did his job without fuss. Soon, all the engines were impressed with his work ethic, and began to suspect that he was outgrowing his devious deeds, and now showing a different side to him, especially Edward. "I must say, the other engines noticed you had a change of attitude." "Just because I changed my ways, that doesn't mean that my old devious deeds are gone. I still do my old ways once in a while." "I see," said Edward. "Oh, by the way, Diesel, there is one train that is early in the morning that you had to do." "And what is that?" "At night or early morning, there are some trains that run just before the sun rises, such as the post train and the flying kipper. But there's another train called the milk train. There's a dairy outside Marin Station, and that's where the tanker wagons have been put to the dairy siding. And when they're filled with milk, and they've been taken down the line for the people to have their milk. Unfortunately, as the years go on, the tanker wagons have become old and rusty, because the tankers are hardly been checked over frequently by the dairy staff, and it won't be long before it causes any more damage." Edward known about it and told Diesel about it, but because Diesel woke up so early, Edward's warning had slipped off his engine. So he marshaled the tankers into one long line, and he set off down the line. Diesel rolled down the line with the train of tankers. As he saw the sun rising, he began to pick up speed, hoping that he could beat the sun. But his speed was making one of the tankers rocking side to side. The rocking eventually stopped when they reached the hill, as Diesel knew he had to slow down when he reached the bottom. The tankers rocked and rolled as they went down the hill. His driver knew they had to stop at Wellswood soon. As Diesel began to slow down, the middle tanker could not take the strain anymore. As they approached the platform, the middle tanker finally gave way. The milk splashed all over Diesel and on the platform. Luckily, there were no people there. "You silly engine!" scolded the station master. "I just got the platform swept this morning, and now you come and ruin it." Diesel looked down at his buffers. "Oh dear, that doesn't look right, Diesel. And by the way, what happened to you? You decided to have a change of color? Will you cut that out, Fergus? Go and get help." Alright, I'll get help." Harvey the crane engine came and cleared up the mess, while Edward took away the remaining milk tankers and carried on with the milk delivery. The Fat Controller also arrived and spoke to Diesel. "Well, I'm sorry, sir," said Diesel. "I should have been a bit more careful with the milk, and look at me, I'm all covered in milk." "That's alright, Diesel. It's not your fault. Those tankers were meant to be changed all these years ago. Completely forgot all about it. They will be taken out of service after this run, and will be replaced with brand new ones, I assure of you. Also, Boko is still at the work, so I'm afraid you will be still working on Edward's branch line for a while. But you need to go to the washdown to be clean." Harvey took Diesel to the washdown and returned later in the day. Edward was surprised at how long Diesel had been away. "How long you have been in the washdown?" "Well, it took a long time to get rid of the stain off my boiler. But eventually, all that milk stain is gone. I'm sorry, Edward, that I completely have forgotten about your warning with the milk tankers. That's alright, Diesel. So, how'd you like working on my branch line? It was fun, but maybe I would like to work here more often, if the Fat Controller agree. I couldn't agree more, Diesel. I couldn't agree more.